Not a whole lot of equally yoked men out here. You got these 50-50 men out here. You got these men, what you bring to the table. You got these men that's very sassy.
I love this.
Yeah, you got these men who ain't men. So
Whoa, wait a minute. A man is not a man if he wants to go 50-50? First of all, does she even understand what 50-50 is? Because that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, this is a part 2 because in the first video, this woman said that she was not regular. So we're going to continue that conversation. But more importantly, we're going to talk about what the table is, what 50-50 is, and most importantly, why it's important.
The robots will actually make so many robots in AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for.
So make sure you join this conversation. Comment your thoughts, then like and subscribe to the channel because I will be posting daily content. Now let's get into it. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand and I am the coolest dude on the planet. Confidence and clarity is the name of the channel. So here we go.
it's not a whole lot of equally yoked men out here. You got these 50-50 men out here. You got these men, what you bring to the table. You got these men that's very sassy.
I love this.
Yeah, you got these men who ain't men. So yeah, it ain't a whole lot of equally yoked, nothing going on right now.
So does 50-50, going 50-50 with a woman, does that make you less of?
Absolutely. I would never, ever in my life 50-50 do what? Excuse me? No way.
Well, what makes you worthy of 100% of the take?
Because I bring 110%. And I ain't speaking of money. I'm speaking of energy. I'm speaking of...
Uh-oh, that's an issue. What she's talking about for you as the man is money, but we're seeing a turning point right here. This is what we're going to lock in on when we have this conversation, because she just says she ain't talking about money, but she's been talking about money the whole time. Let's continue.
being that helpmate. I'm speaking of that one that's going to speak life into you, that's going to hold you down, that's going to encourage you, that's going to work beside you. But I'm not bringing half to the table. I'm not paying half of the bills. I'm not paying half of the bill. Okay? And I don't think a man is a man if he expects that from a woman.
A man is not a man if he expects that? Are women really this selfish? Now, when I hear women like her speak, what I hear is selfishness, right? Like, for instance, think about it. When men are talking about what you bring to the table, what a man is really asking is, what skill set do you have that's going to help us thrive or help us survive or help us make it to the next day? For instance, if I were to answer the question the way that she answered the question, I would say something like, well, you know, I bring my strength, I bring my testosterone, I bring competitiveness, I bring my problem solving, I bring my mindset, I bring remedies, I bring things that will literally help us make it to the next day. I have a specific skill set that has helped me and has helped my children remain healthy and continue to be good people. Now, that being said, what is it that she brings? She's talking about just simply being a helpmate. Remember, this is a woman who said,
Absolutely. This ain't nothing regular. Do I look regular?
I'm just listening. I'm just asking.
I mean, am I missing something here?
No,
yes, yes, you are. Who said that she is not a regular woman, yet she is saying everything that a regular woman would actually say. Especially in today's times, the whole sassy conversation, a lot of women have brought that onto men because they want men to be emotionally available. Now, what they're not saying is the whole complete thought, which is she wants you to be emotionally available for her and her feelings, right? That's what she actually wants. Now, again, let's talk about 50-50 and why this is important.
And actually, my prediction is in the benign scenario of the future that the robots will actually make so many robots in AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. Like there will be such an abundance of goods and services because my prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, but it is a necessary. Like, you can't have both. You can't have work that has to be done and amazing abundance for all.
And then the big political and economic question of the 21st century will be, what do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games.
And we call this the metaverse.
What you guys do in here?
Pretty much everything that you would do in a real world.
The whole 50-50 conversation should actually be turned into 100-100. But let's just call it 50-50 for now. What men are talking about when we bring that up is, I want to know that you're really here for me. I want to know that you are going to be a teammate. I want to know if you're somebody that I need to replace, or if you're an irreplaceable piece that I need to have in my life. Now, did this woman show us or tell us anything that will make you say she's not replaceable? This woman is a woman that I need and I have to have? Or is this a woman that you say, well, damn, if she talking about the table and she's saying she is the table, does this mean that she's just a sexual object? Let me know, because when I hear women say that, this is what I think. A man who would accept 50-50 is really just thinking a few things. I have about 4. One is, I need help, assist, right? The next thing is, I want a woman who actually loves me unconditionally. The next thing is, I need to know if you have just as much to lose as I do. And most importantly, I want to know and I want to see how giving you actually are, because some women claim to be giving and some women actually are. Again, men are trying to separate the women we need to have versus the women that we don't need, meaning they're literally just sex objects. So we're trying to narrow those two things out. So when we have women like her who are blurring the lines, then a lot of women get treated as such. Now, her whole conversation about equally yoked, most people cannot get an equally yoked person. For instance, this woman said that she's a boss in the previous clip, right? So if this woman is a boss, then she has to understand that there is a very small group of men who are extremely successful. She said that she has success in a whole bunch of different industries. Now, my question would be, why didn't she get any of those men? Because those men would be equally yoked with her, meaning they make just as much as she's making, or they make way more. Now, I can tell you that the reason those guys probably don't want her is because they're looking for something more feminine. They're looking for a woman that's more available. They're looking for a woman who could get on their schedule and make their schedule and make their life better. Does this woman sound like that?
Absolutely. This ain't nothing regular. Do I look regular?
I don't think so. But here's the other thing. Are those men actually looking for an older woman who is probably not going to give you kids? Or would you rather have a younger, more good-looking woman? Because if you're in that tax bracket, men now know that you can get a woman that's younger, because the majority of women are not looking for love. They're looking for a come up. And the question is, are you that come up that she's looking for? This woman is not looking for someone she could be equally yoked with. She's looking for someone who is far superior than what she is. Now, she doesn't realize what type of issues she's gonna run into if she does happen to get that type of man. In fact, I'll say this. For this woman, I think I see that this woman is like 44, so we'll just round that up to 50. And then we'll say the men that she'll be looking at, who would potentially be looking at her, are men that are probably like 60 or 70. And the reason is because what I'm starting to understand or realize is that women want a man that they can look up to. They want a man that they can admire. They want a man that they can respect. And what I've seen is that most women don't respect the men that are younger than them or the same age as them. And last point about the whole what do you bring to the table conversation. The man is actually looking at you. So looks, he can already see. Women have to understand that men also have a list or standards, meaning the first thing that we're looking at is, what do you look like? Next, what is your treatment? After that, what is your personality? After we look at your personality, the next thing we're looking at is your morals and if I actually agree with them.
I shouldn't have to ask for his position. I shouldn't ask for his permission.
No thing on, just titties out.
Mine not saying my
We're
titties
breaking
out.
up. We're
He's
breaking
saying
up.
if I
We're
wear a
breaking
bra
up.
leg.
And then it's your accomplishments. This is your time to actually sell yourself. For instance, what do you bring to the table that's different from all of these other women? You have younger women, you have fit women, you have educated women, you have women that are complete sex objects. Then you have women that are homely women. You have women that, you know, just inspire you and you know, you just want to be around, right? You have women that have special expertise or skill sets. Some women are old, some women are young, right? It's important to know what this woman brings. Now, if she can't answer that question, there's going to be other questions she won't be able to answer, like what does she actually love about you? Or does she actually have unconditional love for you? If she does, you would tell her to prove it, not to say it. Prove it. We all see what's going on and what's happening with AI. AI is moving faster. The majority of us are using AI in ways that usually help our business or help our thought process, or is a therapist or answers questions or does things for us, right? So with that being said, we just saw a clip about how Elon Musk is looking to change the world by having a whole bunch of robots on the planet. Now, I just want you to think about how important it is to have somebody in your corner, on your side, because it's going to matter at some point in time. You want to make sure that you have a person that's willing to prove that they're actually on your side. And when I hear women like this speak, it shows me everything but she's on my side. But maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. My question to you guys is, what do you think? Comment your thoughts under this video. Also, I want to thank you for watching this video. Also, remember to like and subscribe for more confidence and clarity. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.